Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, let's do something pretty. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And thank you so much to everyone who has bought me a cup of coffee and everyone who is a member of my monthly members group. Thank you guys so very much. In a recent video, we made these super awesome ladies journals, and they are gorgeous, whether you are going to keep it for yourself, gift it, or sell it. They are absolutely gorgeous. If you are going to gift this or to sell it, packaging becomes very important. So today we're going to make a sweet little custom box designed exclusively for these. So here's our box. I've kept mine very plain because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. So I didn't put any type of a sentiment on the outside, but you're able to see how you have a well-coordinated set. So y'all know what time it is? It's time to make it. All right, guys, so here are the journals that we made, and here is the custom packaging that we will be making for our journal. The journal just slides right in, and then we can simply close it, decorate the outside if we're giving this as a gift, or you can leave it plain if you're planning on selling it. Today, we're just going to focus on making the box. I'm not going to do any embellishing at all. We are just going to focus on making this sweet little box. So I'll bring in my file folder, and I found these folders on currentcatalog.com. I've had these folders for 1 to 2 years. I can't remember, but if you go out to currentcatalog.com, these are currently sold out, but they have so many others that you might be interested in, as well as if you do an internet search of decorative file folders, you'll also see so many to choose from. So it doesn't have to be these, although they're beautiful. There are so many others that are just as beautiful out there. So to make our box, we're going to start with our file folder, which measures 11 3/4 by 9. On the 9-inch side, we're going to put it in and trim it down to 8. And then on the 11 3/4 side, we're going to trim it to 11 1/4. Now, we will probably need to do some more trimming on one side of this, but I'll show you that process once we get to it. And the first mark that we need to make on the 16-inch side is going to be at 3/4 inch, and it's 16 inches because I have opened the folder that we cut down to 8. So we've made a mark at 3/4. We're going to make a mark at 7, and we're going to make a mark at 7 3/4. Now my scoreboard is not long enough to go ahead and keep scoring across, so I am just going to move this out of the way. We're going to take that last score that we made at 7 3/4, and we're going to move that score over to 3. Then we're going to make a mark at 9 1/4 and at 9 3/4. Then, where we made that mark at 9 3/4, we're going to have this flap here. We don't need it, so I am going to trim it away. So now we're going to take this and turn it to the 11 1/4 side, and we're going to score at 3/4 inch. And I'll flip it this way because it's too long, and I'll score at 3/4 inch to meet it. Then I'm going to score at 10, running out of room down here, so I'm going to take this and flip it like this, score at 10 again, and then I'll make my final score at 10 3/4 inch, running out of room, so I'll take it and flip it and make that score at 10 3/4. And then I'll fold and burnish all of my score marks. And guys, if you don't have the file folders. You can still make this project. Just use some medium to heavyweight cardstock. Okay, so now that we have all of our scores folded and burnished, we are going to go ahead and cut out the tabs for the center flaps. So I will go up to the first score mark and drag down. And then I'll angle and angle. And then I'll come to this side, angle, and angle. Then on this end, I'm going to remove this all together because this will be my glue flap. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll have two corners here that I need to get rid of. So this is how your project piece should currently look. So I'm going to rotate it to this end, and where we made this notch out here for the tab, we're going to come here and do the same thing. So I'll go up to the second score mark and free up my tab. Then I'll just make that shorter and I'll angle in. And then I'll do the same thing on this end. So I'll go up to that second score mark and drag straight down. I'm going to reduce this in size, and then I'm going to angle it. And so where we will be joining the glue flap, that is the back of the box. So I'm going to take this piece, angle it just a little, and then I'm going to add some glue. You can do this with a tape runner if you want. I'm adding some glue. I'm going to fold that over and we'll get it stuck. And I like to fold this piece over because it just makes for a neater top. It's not one of those things you have to do, but it's one of those things that I like to do on my projects. So then I'm going to take my scissors and just round that corner a little bit because it's going to make it easier to fold in our flap. And you can see that I did a very gentle rounding. So now we can put our box together. This is the glue flap. I'm going to take my glue. You can use tape if you want. If you have a good quality glue stick, you can use that. You can use hot glue. You can use whatever it is that you think is going to work for you. I'm going to take this piece and we're simply going to join it, but I want to make sure that when I'm joining this, my score mark on that flap is aligned with the rest of the box. So you can see how I tuck that score mark just to make sure I have it nice and even. And then once I have it, I'll just use my big old spatula to get everything nice and stuck. And you guys can see that we have a beautiful flat fold box. So now I'll open it. I'm going to go ahead and tuck in the top because that will help to make sure that my box is nice and squared when I get ready to glue the base together. So I am just going to move this out of the way, fold that in, take just a little glue, put my glue on that, bring this piece over, and then I'll place my glue on this flap here. Sorry if it was out of focus there for a minute. And then I'll just stand that box up and just sort of move it along my desk. Now I'll open it. I'm going to bring in my journal, tuck it in, beautiful fit. And now I can close this. And y'all, we have another beautiful box for our journals. Aren't these just absolutely gorgeous? Like I said, if you were giving these as a gift, you can embellish the front as much as you like. If you are planning on selling these, I would go very light on the embellishments. Maybe a nice little bow or a flower, but just keep it very simple when embellishing the outside of a box that you intend to sell. So I am going to open this So we can take out one of our beautiful journals. And then I'll just let that one sort of hang out of the box so that you can see how well they fit and how beautiful they look. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this beautiful custom way to present those ladies' journals. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.